49 years old, Floyd Mayweather Jr. is turning heads again. New training footage shows him blazing through sessions with sharp speed and controlled explosive bursts that look far from ordinary.
Slide and drop. Punch it, point it, here we go. Drop, drop. Walk it, walk it, walk it. Pitch it. Pitch it. Six. Punch it. Pitch it. Watch it. I step back like I have my distance. That's why I step. See, I have my distance. Fighters don't know their distance. You gotta know your distance.
Inside camp, Mayweather is grinding hard. He still looks crisp, fast, and technically flawless, proving that even near 50, his precision and sharpness haven't faded. Trainer Tony Jeffries believes ego is the real fuel behind Floyd's comeback. He says the massive attention around Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul, now one of the most viewed boxing events, may have struck a nerve. Floyd, known for owning the spotlight, doesn't like being outshined. According to Jeffries, this isn't just about competition. It's about reclaiming headlines, breaking records, and proving he's still the biggest name in boxing. For Floyd, the attention matters just as much as the achievement.
And you, if you're a fighter, so we've got to make as much money as we can while we can, and then get out of the sport. But with these two, they're multi-millionaires. And I want to get into the tail of the tape and talk about exactly the records and all of that stuff with it. But first, I just want to say, I believe that these are doing this for different things. Mike Tyson is doing it purely for the money. Purely for the money. Floyd is doing it for the money as well, but also I believe Floyd's doing it for that limelight. And I think this is the most viewed fight of all time, Mike Tyson, Jake Paul. I might be wrong in saying that, but I'm sure it was. It was hosted on Netflix. But Floyd's been one in the past with his ego that you've seen the numbers that Mike Tyson, Jake Paul got. He wants to just, be in that limelight all the time. And when you're not in the limelight all the time, you want to have that limelight. Floyd's got all of the money in them.
Meanwhile, Ariel Helwani offered a reality check on the situation. He explained that many big fight announcements sound exciting but lack confirmed details like dates, venues, or rules. Referencing Tyson's exhibition with Jake Paul, and even his bout with Roy Jones Jr., Helwani suggested the timing plays a huge role. A fight earlier might have exploded in hype, but now, with Tyson nearing 60 and Mayweather less active, public demand is uncertain. He also hinted that vague announcements can sometimes test fan reaction or attract investors before anything is finalized.
An endorsement, look, man, I'm just working. It's a big opportunity to be on Netflix. I didn't put the fight together. I'm not paying these guys. So, let's chill out. But all right, I'm not going to poo-poo this. I just don't know what CSI is. And the way it was presented made me think that there was a secondary press release to come, that they'll be involved in some sort of virtual boxing thing. It just didn't seem real. You know why it didn't seem real? I'll tell you why. There's no date attached to it. There's no venue attached to it. Forget rules. Exhibition, not exhibition, weight. Here's a guy who fought a heavyweight fighting forget all that. These things can get figured out, the fine details. The fact that it was announced, why announce something with no date or location attached to it? Trying to get some investors or something like that.
But maybe also testing the waters. If the response was overwhelmingly positive, maybe you go, okay, we move forward. If the response is muted or negative, maybe you go, okay, we're not going to actually do this. You lob it out there as a way to poll the public, and then make an adjustment.
So you don't think it happens?
I do not think it happens. I just don't think there will be enough interest. I know they have huge name value. There's zero, after the last performance by Mike Tyson against Jake Paul, I don't think there's going to be interest in seeing Mike Tyson do that again. I think if this match was made on the heels of Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones Jr., I think this would be blockbuster. I think people would be...
Helwani didn't stop there. He made it clear he doesn't even want to see this fight happen. He warned that both legends are far past their primes, and stepping into the ring now carries real danger. While fans may be curious, he believes the risks outweigh the spectacle, fueling the debate about whether nostalgia fights are worth the physical cost.
Mayweather and Mike Tyson, whose brands are so big, this is going to be a big fight. It's going to be, just because it's a freak show, circus fight, whatever you want to say. Some people are going to be mad at it. I don't want to see it, blah, blah, blah. But the curiosity is always going to get the best of the masses, especially if they put this on Netflix or Amazon or whoever, right? And that's the reality. A lot of these new fighters, Gen Z fighters, people under 30, they're not marketing themselves, where everybody sees a picture of Shakur Stevenson or Keyshawn or Virgil Ortiz and know who that person is, right? Versus past fighters, everybody, at least at the time, they would have known who Mike Tyson was. They would have known who Roy Jones Jr. was, Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao, right? That's the reality of it. So that's how we got here. That's definitely how we got here. And then the other thing is piracy, people being cheap and not wanting to pay.
And that's where boxing stands today. Spectacle versus legacy. With influencer fights and crossover events reshaping the sport, the big question remains, is this about competition or pure entertainment? Let me know your thoughts and stay tuned for more fight updates.